Hello and welcome back to Stoic Mindset, the channel where we delve into the insights of ancient Stoic philosophers to assist you in living a life filled with peace, resilience, and purpose. To many of our audience, this may sound like a surprise, but we believe that all men should read through the list below with an open mind, because as mature men, you might be more attractive than you think. Attractiveness, a word that makes youth and good looks come to mind for most of us, doesn't it? We're all going around and constantly molding our body into the ideal. The message that's funneling through every level of society is that skinny with chiseled body, sexy curves, smooth skin, and perfect unwrinkled/firm skin. But is that truly what makes one attractive? But as we get older, we forget that true attraction takes place in front of a mirror, and not what appear on the surface or any other shallow bullshit you think make you seem like you're a catch, but how deep are your character, life experience, and how do you travel through this world? And Stoicism more or less asks us to pay attention to our virtues, meaning what is inside us that actually embodies who we are as beings, not how we look. It's about the experience we have gained, the serenity we have learned to cultivate, and the energy that we bring when we walk into a room. These are qualities that, as one ages, only get more and more attractive and genuinely alluring than physical beauty of youth. In this arena, we will see how these deeper qualities can make you more attractive and appealing in ways that you may not have realized before through the timeless approach of Stoic philosophy. 1. Confidence and wisdom. Just picture your younger self. You were likely bright-eyed and full of enthusiasm, maybe even a touch flippant at times. But how reflective was that enthusiasm? As we get older, life presents us with myriad ways to become smarter. Through our struggles and triumphs, our successes and failures, and the wisdom that grows inside of us. And that experience they have accumulated is one of the most powerful forms of attractiveness there is. Stoicism values internal virtues over material appearances. One of the greatest Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, often told himself that the most important things are one's character, one's wit, and living in agreement with nature. Nevertheless, he did not care for the things we regard as more temporary, because his zeal was more philosophical, being of that kind which accepts the ephemeral. This is where your confidence kicks in. People can sort of tell when you have lived a full life. And by that I mean going through the storms that come with growing up to become a hurricane. A faint hint of mischief in your tone, gentle like the sun softly spilling into a dark room. It is not about being the loudest or the most assertive person in a room. It is about what you say that matters. People come to hear you speak because they realize that your wisdom is the product of it is quiet confidence, not shouting it out in the open. It's subtle, powerful, built from within that person. One does not look to others for validation because you come to learn that true confidence is something you own, and you earn it by staying to your principles. And really, in and of itself, that is pretty attractive. People are drawn to others who understand themselves, who have mastered life's complexities and can trust their own judgment. While you know that boys at an earlier age are seeking validation through outward things, however beautiful, rich, or powerful they can be, you know it is from within one finds self-assurance. This inner strength is attractive. It speaks of something far more precious, the maturity that wisdom gathers with years of experience. You want to be friends with that sort of confidence, for it's real, for it's earned, and like a fine wine, it is richer with age. 2. Emotional stability. It is easy to get caught up in the highs and lows of life when younger. We respond impulsively, sometimes in anger, in fear, or out of frustration. We haven't yet learned the tools necessary to deal calmly and serenely with many of life's hardships. But as one gets older, something shifts. One learns to weather the emotional storms with ease. One learns to be the calm within the chaos. Another prominent Stoic mind is Seneca, who asserts that we have power over what we do about what we can't control, not over what happens to us. And you've probably seasoned this ability as an adult with years of maturity. You've become emotionally resilient, emotionally steady even when everything else around you seems to crumble. You're not only emotionally resilient, but also your outer self reflects it. It would probably be something like this. Somebody walks into a room with a crisis situation, and everyone else inside panics, doesn't know what to do next. But you are calm. You can give others a steady hand and a clear mind. It's not that you don't feel the heat and pressure and stress, but you've learned to keep them in check. You develop a sense of how to stay grounded in the middle of whatever life throws your way. This emotional stability is fantastic sex, particularly in relationships. People find comfort in people who remain collected despite everything going around them. They can sense it. You are dependable, and they can rely on you when things get rough. In a world that is, quite frankly, shockingly chaotic and unpredictable, emotional steadiness provides a comfort and safety, something for others around you to latch onto. This steadiness is priceless either in romantic or platonic relationships. It speaks to how you have been able to tame your inner self and learn not to react based on impulse, but clear and strong in dealing with challenges. This calmness positions you as a pillar in other people's lives because they can reach out for assistance, guidance, and reassurance. And while storms rage around you, the world cannot but be struck with your calm, serene center. That is a silent strength that people just can't ignore, and it is one of the most insidious yet potent manifestations of attraction. 3. Meaningful living. Many of us ponder the purpose and direction in our lives as we age. What is my role in this world? Why am I here? These are questions Stoicism persuades you to often reflect upon. And when you have found the answers, when you have discovered your purpose and live according to it, that transforms the way you move through life. Purpose makes you incredibly attractive. Now, you live with purpose, and every action now is infused with meaning. Your life is set by clear direction, and that clear direction is attractive. That could be a passion you're pursuing or dedicating your time to a cause, or even just being there for the people you care about. But living purposefully gives you a presence that others just can't help but notice. Think of it. How often do we come across people who, by all accounts, seem lost? People without a real sense of direction? It's a common phenomenon, especially in today's fast-paced world. So, when you find someone who does know his or her purpose in life and where life is headed, it's refreshing. Your purpose serves then as a beacon to others, a reminder that indeed one can live life with some sense of meaning, that there's value in pursuing something greater than oneself. And the best news? You don't live a purpose-driven life only for yourself. It has a positive chain reaction. It inspires others. When people start to see that you are pursuing your purpose, living on purpose, and are consistent in following your values, it is contagious. Your sense of purpose starts inspiring others not just about you, but also about themselves. In doing this, your intentional life is a silent invitation to those around you to seek their own purpose, to become more profoundly involved in their own lives, and to pursue something that has meaning. This is a very attractive quality because it shows you're not just coasting through life. You're actively involved in it, making intentional choices that relate to the deepest values inside of you. 4. Mentorship and guidance. In the years you have spent learning, you've gained wisdom from your own experiences as well as through the experiences of others. You've seen patterns, learned lessons, and now help out others by repeating that same wisdom. Be it a young colleague who's facing issues at work, or a family member who's having problems at home, or a friend in dire need of someone to talk to. People seek out advice from you because they believe what you are saying is not ego, but experience. Stoicism teaches us to serve others, to use knowledge and insights for the service of those still seeking. And when you mentor, you're just doing that. You're not telling them what to do, but helping them find out for themselves with patience, empathy, and understanding. This caregiving side is incredibly attractive, especially in a world where so many feel isolated and unsupported. To actually look at someone without judgment, to truly listen and then share your insights creates an incredible sense of connectedness, the sense that you care about not only your own growth but also for others. 5. Authenticity. As we grow up, we put on our masks. We aren't so interested in impression creating anymore, but begin to embrace who we really are, flaws and all. Authenticity, in a world that fosters shallowness, is anything but boring. It is remarkably appealing. Live authentically, and you will never again have to project an image or try to fit into predetermined molds. Instead, you are confident in your own person, a combination of strengths and weaknesses. Stoicism teaches the living in harmony with your true self rather than towards others' opinion. Inner excellence is what should be sought, not a good grade or thumbs up from others. Now, as you grow old, you eventually realize this. Too short is life for pretending to be someone else. This quiet confidence radiates authenticity. You are clear about who you are and no longer invested in pleasing everyone or even needing someone else's validation. Because of that, people are drawn to it because no one else has it. In a world where most people are trying to be something they are not, good enough, attractive enough, popular enough, etc., authenticity shines like a beacon in the darkness. There's something simply wonderfully seductive about a person who is absolutely secure in their being, unflinching, unfazed, and unapologetic about being weak. Authenticity says, "This is me. Like it or leave it." And this attitude paradoxically draws people to you. It's human nature to want to be around the genuine, people who accept their mistakes and fully embody their humanity. Authenticity puts off a rich sense of self-assurance. You're over-concerning yourself with the need for everyone to like you, while you're working on living your life as yourself. This is very attractive because it speaks to emotional maturity that most people aspire, but haven't yet actually achieved in themselves. Authentic means embracing your past. You embrace your mistakes, your lessons, and all that growth. You don't hide your scars. Instead, they are your badges. They tell the story of who you are and what you've been through, from the battles you have fought, the battles that have left scars, and to the insights you've taken home. They make you easy to relate to and get along with because people see that you're not pretending to be perfect. They see that you have lived, grown, and learned to be who you really are. And this is painfully beautiful. Also, authenticity builds trust. The more people see that you are real with them, the more likely they're to open up their hearts to you. This brings deeper bond, especially when considering romantic bonding, friendship, or professional relationships. People are attracted to real people because they know that these people can be trusted and will always be honest and open with them. 6. Time and prioritization. One subtle but powerful sign of attractiveness in getting old is respect for time and priorities. We understand how precious time is for us when we grow older. You no longer waste your precious time chasing ghost pleasures or keeping yourself busy with trivial matters. Instead, you invest your precious time wisely. It's more reflective of matters that count, whether your family, passions, or personal growth. This makes it one powerful shift in priorities because it really is a mark of maturity and purpose in the life. You are not wasting your energy on things that do not have utility value with you or don't even fit within your core values or purposes. You know how to say no to things that don't contribute to your well-being or growth. What is really compelling here is the focus that was apparently put on what matters in the life of this man, and it showed that he is living with intention and clarity. Quality over quantity. You do not care much about shallow and superficial relations with other people. Instead, you look for depth and meaningful interactions with them. This makes you more appealing because you are not desperate for attention or validation. You seek real connections, one that aligns with your values and enriches your life. Further, since you respect people's time, you would surely earn the respect of other people in the same way. The people around you might review their own priorities because they have realized that you are not guided by drift. Your approach to life, which becomes a life of purpose and direction, is rare and inspiring to many people and exceptionally awesome. 7. Acceptance of impermanence. One of the most important things we learn as we grow up is the fact that nothing lasts forever. We lose our youth, our beauties, possessions, and even relationships. Instead of dreading that realization, you have learned to welcome it. Stoicism teaches us to accept the ephemeral nature of life. As we do that, we can live with more gratitude for the present and more profound peace. This acceptance of impermanence is a sign of wisdom, but also has to it something that is attractive in itself. It just shows that you are not holding on to the past or scared of the future. It is all here, present life for what it is and not for what it is not. That ability to be able to live in the moment and to absorb every experience without attachment is very appealing. That which brings a feeling of calm and contentment to others is attracted to you. You accept life as impermanent. Because of this, you also try not to control everything. You're at peace with the rise and fall of things, and this, I think, is resilience. People are drawn to this kind of emotional strength because it means, for all intents and purposes, that you can take life's unknowns with a certain amount of poise and grace. This acceptance will allow for the free and full expression of love and relationships because you are not trying to grasp or compel others, but instead to appreciate them for who they are in the moment. It allows space for real connection and deeper intimacy. Your lover, friends, and lovers sense that you are not attached to impossible expectations and are thus enjoying this journey along with you through impermanence and the beauty of life. Conclusion. So we learned today there are 1,001 reasons you may be more attractive than you think, especially as an older male. So it doesn't have much to do with the superficial features toward which society dotes. It speaks about the depth of character in a person, the wisdom they have acquired, and the virtues they exemplify. These qualities will make you amazingly attractive in ways that resonate far beyond any physical dimensions for you. Confidence in wisdom, emotional stability, a living purpose, the desire to help mentor others, authenticity, respect for your time, and understanding of impermanence. These qualities are the base of true attractiveness. Qualities that are enduring, magnetic, and deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. So the next time someone makes you question your attractiveness, remember that it is the inner virtues that shine brightest out of you. The way you carry yourself, the experiences you have embraced, and the wisdom you have cultivated, these are what attract people, inspire love, and make an indelible mark in the lives of those who surround you. All right, folks, nice doing it today on Stoic Mindset. If you liked the video, if it was worth your while, be sure to like it, subscribe, and share with other people who might need this word. Remember, real beauty comes from within. Cultivate more good traits, guys, and purposeful living.